Hey Coast Life, how are you guys doing today? It's Thursday, April 5th, which means Easter is just a few days away. And wanted to send out a message this week. One is I hope you're investing in the lives of the people that God has brought you into contact with by praying and inviting some folks to Easter. I've been hearing from a lot of people that they're bringing a good number. Talked to somebody today, and they were counting it up, 8, 9, 10 people coming with them on Easter. And so it's looking like it's going to be a big day. There's a lot of expectation and excitement in the air. The new flags are in. They're flying out in front of Coast Life. We had them out for the refresh service in communion last night, which was unbelievable. Thank you guys so much for your worship and your participation in that. It was a wonderful night of communion. But the flags are flying. The new table covers are in. The new signs are in. We have pins. I'll show you a pin. The Coast Life pins are in. Over here, the new table covers are in for our hospitality efforts. Just a lot of stuff taking place for Easter. The petting zoo is going to be here. The Easter Bunny. It's going to be an awesome day. And want to ask you guys to help us with something. I know that you're going to have guests with you, and so you can do whatever you need to make them feel comfortable. But I want to ask our Coast Life people to do something, and that is to help us show some practical hospitality. And this is not just for this Sunday, but every Sunday. One of the things that I want to start doing, and I'm going to do this personally. I get here early the worship team, and I tend to park right as close as I can get. I'm going to stop doing that, and I want to ask you guys to start showing some practical hospitality. And one of the ways that we can do that is to park further away and leave open spaces for our guests up near the front of the building. And then once we come into the building, where are the premium seats? Like if you're a guest walking into a place for the first time, where do you like to sit? It's generally somewhere that you feel safe, which is near the back. And I know last Sunday in the second service, the first service there was a larger crowd, and so it was fine. But last Sunday in the second service, everybody was in the back. There was nobody in the front. And I want to ask our Coast Life family, if you would. One of the ways that we can show hospitality is filling up the front seats, just coming forward and filling up the seats that no one wants to sit in, because this is our place, this is our home. It doesn't matter where we sit. We want our guests to feel comfortable, and so we want to leave the back seats open for people who are coming for the first time or maybe uncomfortable. Hopefully everybody that's getting this email has been to this building a number of times, a lot of times, and so we're all more comfortable being here and then the service. And then it just helps us as the leaders of Coast Life, if we're near the front worshiping, it creates a great environment for our services. We become leaders in worship. We become more visible the closer that you move to the front. And so I want to ask this Sunday especially, if you can, if you're able, again, if you're here with a guest and you don't want to move them that close, I understand that. We want to be hospitable to your guest as well. But if it's possible, I'd like for you guys, as you worship in the services, is to, one, come up and fill this front seats, because it's looking like seating might be a little bit of an issue. We're hoping and praying that we've got enough seats to cover everybody, and I believe we do. But we want to fill up those front seats on the front rows that don't get used. That would free up some seats in the back of the building. One, it's where guests are going to want to sit, and two, if we don't sit up in the front rows, then those seats might not get used and the back might be jam-packed. And so let's think about these things as we're trying to impact people's lives and bring them into an atmosphere where God can touch them, where we can point them to Jesus. And all those things it's so easy to do, but it makes such a huge impact. Just being near the front, worshiping, leaving some parking spaces, and I'll park somewhere else. I don't care, but we'll do that, and it'll make a great impact on our Easter service and Easter services and the environment that's going to be taking place and all of the good things that are going to be happening. I'm so pumped and excited. Thank you guys for all of your hard work. Easter Sunday, if you're helping us on Easter Sunday and you volunteered, Louisa's probably already sent you a request on Planning Center, and I know that she talked to people individually, but we're asking if you're helping us on Easter to be here at 8 a.m. We're going to have a window of about an hour to get everything set up for Easter, and so we need you here at 8 a.m. on Easter Sunday morning, and we're gonna rock this place out, and it's gonna be an amazing day. I just am believing that we're gonna have a great crowd, but more than that, I'm believing that God is gonna empower us and equip us to point people to Jesus Christ, to put the focus on the resurrection. He is the resurrection and the life. I can't wait to preach that message on Sunday morning. Our worship team has a great service lined up. When you're bringing guests, they're gonna have their minds blown with the hospitality that's going to meet them before they even get in the building, and then the service is going to blow them away. And we're just believing that God is going to do great things in their life. Thank you for participating in the top 10 list and for praying and investing and inviting people. Thank you for your willingness to serve in this house and to be a blessing to this church. I know that God is going to bless you immensely. The Bible talks about when you take care of God's house, He takes care of your house. So I'm praying that your lives are blessed, and you're going to be blessed with overflow, and God's going to do great things in your life. And we're going to see God do some great and awesome things in people's lives through this Easter season. So God bless you. Thank you. Have a great week, and I'll see you Sunday morning.